YouTube fam. All praises from the Most High, the Almighty One, Creator of all things. Well, welcome again. It is Saturday's spell. Remember, words are so powerful, so when we use them, we have to be very careful how it's used. So today I choose another 5 words, and my first word I'm going to start off with is science. I chose this word because this word has been used so casually for the past 2 years since the pandemic. The science really wasn't giving us a whole 100% of truth. So I decided to look it up. And I looked and I saw that it meant to divide and to separate, to cut. So it was like, that kind of threw me off because I didn't expect that, number one. And this is the etymology of the word. And I expected it to be more like a doctor or something within the doctor form, and it did have something to do with drugs and so on and so forth. However, when it said to divide and separate, it threw me off. So the science was actually causing the big division. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that we shouldn't use some of these words, because some of these words are relevant to be used. However, be careful how we use them. You know, on a day-to-day basis, I practice not to use certain words. I use words of uplifting frequencies, vibrations. I want to always raise my vibration, always bringing it up, being more closer to the divine power. So I choose to not use certain words. So science was just one of those that I just wanted to look up. I just wanted to have a little bit more information on it. And when I saw divide and separate, and that it had something to do with drugs, which we know that it has something to do with drugs. However, but to divide and separate, I didn't know that. However, I'm going to move right along. My next word is technology. And I only came up with this word is because someone that I communicate with broke down the word. And it was kind of funny when he broke it down. And because it was like, take your knowledge is how he broke it down. I was like, that's kind of interesting, you know? So I wanted to look into it. And tech is to fabricate. Tech is to fabricate. And it takes your knowledge to speak. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. So the fabrication of knowledge it was fabrication of a speech. So I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, kind of like almost spot on from where he was explaining to us what the word technology was. It's taking your knowledge because it's fabricating the truth. It's fabricating what speaks, you know, the technology. So just saying, tech knowledge. Let's just break it down. Tech knowledge. My next word I just wanted to play with, and it was witchcraft. I was watching something and they were talking a lot about witchcraft. And I just wanted to look it up because sometimes words that we were told were bad are really good, and the words that really are good is bad, because we remember nice. and we remember what nice was, right? Yeah, stupid, not nice. So, witchcraft, okay, it did refer to some sort of magic. It also referred to a woman. Kind of didn't like that because women aren't the only one that's witches. I mean, just because the word witch refers to a woman, you got witch men too, and they do what women do. So I'm not just gonna accept that it's just a woman that does the witchery or sorceries. No, it's not. And it's mentioned dark magic, a practice for women and men to practice dark magic. And we know what dark magic is. It's just like sorcery. In our culture in Jamaica, we call it obia. I know that in America, I've heard them throw the word around voodoo and also witchcraft and roots and stuff like that. So there's several words that is used in reference to witchcraft. Here in Africa, where I am, I've heard them call it Madivu, Malavu, Madivu, something like that. It doesn't even matter how it's pronounced. The fact is, in most regions, there is some sort of practice that people use that is supernatural, right? And it's not always used for a negative purpose. However, in Jamaica, we also say believe kill and believe cure. So with that being said, if you believe, and you know believe is to make something true, if you believe that it can harm you, it will harm you. And if you know or believe that it can't harm you, it will not touch you. Now for me, I know that I am guarded with the almighty power. That divine power, it shields me. I am totally guarded. There is nothing and no one can do anything to me. I don't care if they try. Because the power of my prayer is so much stronger. So I'm gonna continue to stand on that, and nothing can't make me falter. It also mentions something about the word expresses the skill and the use of drug, which is stemmed from the word lib, which translates to drugs or poison. My next word is, I didn't find much about it. It was broadcast. And, I just wanted to play with the word. And the word was, it has an effective way of throwing out information. And that's exactly what it is. It's a broadcasting. And it's effective. It's going to be relevant to my next word coming up. So my next word is tell lie vision. And they use the tell lie to your vision by broadcasting all of it. They broadcast information on your tell lie vision. Now listen to that word. I really didn't need to do the etymology of that word, because for me, I have stopped watching TV about a good 5 years now. And I don't listen. I've actually got several TVs in my home and none of them are plugged in. Don't get me wrong, I do plan to set it up because we're still here, still new to the place. But I'm gonna set it up because there's some videos and some documentaries I would like my family and myself to watch. So we're gonna set up the TV and get the internet on it and utilize the tell lie vision. So remember, it tell lies to your vision. So we ought to be really, really careful what we let in. Be careful what you let in, those spirits. Even though it's on your tell lie vision, it affects us. I've watched shows in the past that affected me so much because it had so much violence that I couldn't get the certain images out of my head for at least a month. And I was like, no more will I watch this program. So yes, tell lies to your vision. That's my last word. I don't want to even say the word last, but you know, like I said, I'm work in progress and I'm learning on how to use my words properly. So tell lie vision is the word that I decided to use as my closing word. And just wanted to just reiterate how important words are power. When we speak the word, we speak power into the word. Remember, in the beginning, it was the word. So we have to be so careful. That is why in the English language, in the Latin language, in the Greek language, in all of these different languages, they use these words to manipulate and deceive us. And I'm just really wanting to do this segment so we can open our eyes and become more aware of how to use these words in a positive way, in a way that won't lower our vibration. Our vibration is very important. We are energy. We are vibration. We are frequency. We got to use those three things: the vibration, the frequency, and the energy. We got to use them to our advantage, where it's going to do positive vibration through us. It's going to send positive vibrations. It's going to raise our frequencies, and it's going to allow our energy to always be on a positive. Let's use that pineal gland that we have that makes us who we are. So let's allow ourselves to be very intentional, to be purposeful how we use our words. That's all I want to do, is encourage my people. And when I say my people, I mean all people with like minds. It don't matter what color and what creed you are. If you have the like mind with the same thoughts that I have, and anything that I say resonate with you, that's who I'm talking to. Now, as I come to my close, I would like to thank all of my YouTube family. Thank you for bringing me to 50. I'm so excited. I have this platform and it's growing. It started at 1 and now I'm at 50. So I have 50 people that's interested in my content, and I'm so grateful for you. I ask that you continue to listen to my content, continue to share my content, and please, please, please comment. Let me know what you like, what you dislike. Let me know what you would like me to discuss. Words that you maybe been very carefully how it's used and decided not to use it. Let me know so we can discuss it together. Again, I love you, my YouTube fam. I love you so much. And I ask you to continue to use your words wisely. Until next time, more love.